Good morning, and we will start. Hello, Betty. We're going to start with a few breaths up. Take an inhale. Oh, let me get my coffee out of the way. Take an inhale and come up. Beautiful. And exhale. And inhale. And up. Gorgeous. And up. Lower your hands. And then let's do a little flexion and extension. This is like cat-cow. Your goal is to wake up the back, wake up the hips. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. Awesome. And then roll up. And then you're going to take your feet more underneath you. Go up with your heels and lower. Go up with your heels and lower. And inhale and lower and up. Beautiful. So as you're here, you're linking breath with movement, inhaling and exhaling. As you're here, you're working on balance, each toe having equal weight. Breathing fuller, breathing deeper. Now we're going to add one more here, and then let's do a balance. Take your feet in a slight V and lift up the right leg into dégagé, where you disengage the foot off the floor. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You notice you're balancing. 10. Other side. You can add more point and flex with the foot in the air. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now the inner thigh. So you can take your inner thigh, lift. Your arms can go up every time you lift your leg. 3 and 4, you're very tall. That knee is long but soft. 6, 7, neck is soft. 8, 9, 10, other side. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 10. Beautiful. Lift and spread your toes. Take your foot up to a calf or an inner thigh. Stretch. Now, you're here. You could add your arms up. And at first, we're just going to hold for 10. Now that could be your movement. If you would like, palms together, and we'll add a rotation away from your knee and then towards your knee, away from your knee, towards your knee, away from your knee, and towards your knee. And then back to the center, lower that foot. Excellent job. Now you're going to lift and spread your toes. Take your foot on the calf or the inner thigh. You can lift your arms up. Now for a moment, we're going to hold just this balance. 10, this pose. 7, 4. Now, if you'd like to add on, palms come down to your heart. Rotate your torso away from your knee and then towards your knee. Away from your knee and towards your knee. Away and towards. It's okay, Betty. That's why we're doing it. And if it were easy, we wouldn't have to do it, right? And then lower your foot and take a moment. Good job. Now your feet can be wide. You can go back in a chair 5 times. Not too wide, they're just about shoulder height. We're gonna change it up. 3, both legs get equal weight. 4 and 5. Now go wider, it's called second position. Arms come forward, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now bring your feet back into the center. Now go out to the side. You can have this image of you're being inside of a toaster slot. You're tall, you're not folded at the hips. 5, try 5 more. 6, this part of your belly should be working. This glute should be working. Now that foot comes down, shift your body, and 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, beautiful. 5, you feel your abs here. 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're gonna mix it up. So you'll have a seat once, come up, this is called tick-tock, lift up the right leg abduction. Sit down, as you stand up, left leg abduction. Sitting squat, right leg abduction. Whoa, squat, left leg abduction. Squat, right, sitting, left. We're gonna do 4 more total. This is 4 and have a seat. 3 and have a seat. And 2, have a seat. And 1, have a seat. Really good. Now take a first position, which means a small V. You're gonna do releve, which is lift the heels and lower. Inhale and exhale. 3, so we did them in parallel neutral last time. 4, now we're doing them in slight turnout. If you have any kind of piriformis syndrome going on or tightness in your glute, then you could do it neutral if that feels better. You just want to listen to your body. 7, make sure that your low back isn't getting any more inward sway as you come up. You want to keep some tone right here on the abs. 2 more. 9 and 10. Now we're going to take 5 circles, so feet more parallel again. Lift and spread your toes. Lift up your right leg and draw circles. Your goal is to keep your foot off the floor the whole time. Keep tall through the crown. Inhale and exhale. The other glute's working. Now 5 the other way, but that same leg. So you're not switching legs, you're just changing directions. And really point and exaggerate that flex. We know that flexibility is really important for pain and balance, decreasing pain and helping balance. Lift and spread your toes. Take that other one, foot, circle. Inhale. The bigger the circle, the more challenge. A modification would be to trace the foot on the floor. I'll show that right now. Now reverse. 1, 2, breathing. 3, good, Gina, like that. Modification of the hands together at the heart. And 5, very good. Now this is a little release of tension. It's actually a Qigong move. Act like your arms are loose leaves in the wind. And you're just swaying your torso and the arms land wherever they land, your belly and your back. Now that has released some tension. You can use it anytime during the class or in life. We're going to lift and spread the toes and take a hinge forward with your torso. Now the hips are square. They're going to try to open up. Try not to let them. Lift and lower your back leg 10 times for hip extension. When you are lowering your leg, your toes all touch the floor, not just your big toe. And then take the other foot down, hinge forward, lift and lower. 10 times. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Take your hands at your heart. We are going to go down, but if you need a sip, grab a sip here, and then we're going to go down. Have your foam roller handy, and then have your dynaband handy. So you're going to go down, and we'll do a downward dog. Bend one knee and bend the other. And then both heels lift and both heels lower. Both heels lift and both heels lower. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, let's take the shins down and take a child pose. Press your hips back. And then grab your foam roller, and you're going to put your belly down and place, oh hey Pam, and place your, hi, we were in down dog, it must have been when you came in. We're going to put our belly down and put your elbows wide on the foam roller. You're going to inhale and lift up, and exhale and lower, and inhale and lift, and exhale and lower. Good, Betty. And up. Now as you're doing this, you might release the tension from your neck even more. Just letting go. Up. 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 You notice you might be able to get a little higher as your back is warming. Stay up and hold. 10, 9, 8, 7. Excuse me, had cinnamon in my drink this morning. 3, 2, lower. Now we're going to go up again and hold that for 10. So inhale, press your arms into the foam roller. Belly pulls in and hold for 10. Inhale, and then lower, and let's do that one more time. Inhale and go up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and lower. Now we're going to add on an option. When you're ready, come up like you did. That's your first option. If you'd like to add on, take your right arm and reach for your hamstring, and then put it back. Your other arm's working hard. Left hand touches your hamstring. Right arm touches the hamstring. Stay lifted. Inhale. And shoulders are down the back. Inhale. And hold. We're doing 4 more. 4, 3, 2. Both arms on the roller for a moment. Inhale higher. And exhale, lower down. And let's take a child pose. Press your hips back to your heels. You can even use the foam roller as a way to get a little deeper chest stretch for your child pose. Take an inhale. And then as you're ready, exhale and come up. Your booty is going to be on the mat. Your feet are going to be on the foam roller. We're going to take a little abdominal series. So take an inhale. And on your exhale, roll back just a little at first so you can test the waters. Roll back just a little and up. Notice you can add the foam roller back and forth. If everything's going okay, you can go all the way down, long arms, long legs. Exhale all the way up, ab crunch. Inhale, arms long. Exhale, tuck the chin, roll up. If that's too hard, go back to the first modification That's why we layer the movement, so you know you can do the easier one if this one doesn't serve you. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. One more. Now, big full body stretch. Shift through your arms and legs like you're climbing a ladder. And then we're going to bend the knees. Now, with the knees bent, we're going to change it up. Exhale, straighten the knees as you stretch over your legs. Inhale, bend the knees, and then your arms go overhead. Exhale, nod the head, yes. Peel the spine off the mat, trying not to throw the arms. If you have to readjust your foam roller, that's just fine. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, over. This is a lot of control, coordination, abdominal strength, flexibility, mobility of the spine. Right here's some hamstring mobility. All right, one more time. Inhale and exhale, go over. And inhale, come down. And then hug both legs into your belly. And let's roll those little ankles. Let's give them a little bit more tension. Good job. We are going to wake up the glutes now. The glutes are pretty important for low back care, so we're going to put our feet on the foam roller. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, curl the lower spine off the mat. This is the bridge. Double check that your pelvis is level, and then lower down one vertebra at a time. You're really trying to pay attention to each part of your spine. Curl up. When you're up, you have a space underneath your neck. You could slide a pencil there. Curl down. You should feel your glutes and your hamstrings. And when you go up, you might feel your back, but you don't feel it overwhelming the exercise. It's more glute and hamstrings. If you would like to increase your challenge, point your toes towards the floor more. And that'll increase the hamstrings. I just felt mine kick in about 10% more. Inhale. Shoulders are relaxed. It's like they're pancake batter on a griddle. Curl up. And down. Now, if you would like to add on a challenge, lift up your right leg, point it towards the floor, curl up, and down. If it's too much, let your left foot be on the floor rather than the foam roller. Otherwise, keep going and really lengthen that right leg. Give it your energy, give it your attention, just like you are your left leg. And what you're doing is helping your brain as well as you give yourself things to focus on. Exhale with exercise, so the brain gets more oxygen here with movement. 6, keep that leg long in the air if you can. And 8, good, and 9. And one more. Now we're going to put that foot on the foam roller, make any adjustments. Left leg up, try to point it up. You can imagine it's a pencil. And down. And exhale, up. Keep that leg active. That leg in the air is active. Right glute and hamstring active. Keep your hips level, which helps make sure your glute medius is getting the work. And up. And 7. And 8. And 9. One more. And 10. Now, hands to your feet. Take a happy baby. You can even open up your toes here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and then put the feet on a table. Fingertips behind your head. Add rotation. This is the Yogic Bicycle, which is crisscross in Pilates. We're working the abs right now. Exhale. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Let your head down for a minute. Lift up both legs into a vertical position. Take your hands behind one calf. Nod the head yes. Pull one leg down. Inhale. And exhale, switch. Exhale, switch. So what you're going to do is make sure you have a little
peach or an apple underneath your chin. You might even look down at the toes as they're reaching towards the floor. Your other hands are gently assisting you in a hamstring stretch. As you look at your abs, they're pulling in. They're not vertically pooching. And feel the toes pull back now for a set of 10. That's going to increase that stretch. 9, 8, belly in. 7, 6, you looking good. 5, 4, 3, 2. Now rest your head, hands go to your feet, let your knees go wide. You can give a little rock as you're stretching your inner thighs. 5, 4, 3, 2. Now this is called the double leg stretch. For modification, hug your shins, stretch your arms and your legs away from your belly button. Exhale, hug your shins. It's like you're doing a cannonball in a swimming pool. Open up the arms, open up the legs. To add on, lift your shoulder blades. Leave the shoulder blades off the mat and stretch out. That's the hard part. Exhale, hug. Inhale, stretching out, and you're putting yourself in a long lever on an inhale. That's one reason this is harder. So you want that inhale to go to the sides of your ribs and not the belly, because you need the abs to pull in on that hard part. Try 3 more. Try 2 more. Try 1 more. Recover. Now your head is down, your hands are on a knee each, and you can stir the knees like you're stirring a pot. 4, that should feel wonderful. That increases synovial fluid, which is the WD-40 of the joint. You can take that the other way. You're doing great, guys. Inhale. Now this next one's double leg lower. So lift up your legs, glue them together like a red ribbons between your legs. A modification is going to be a very tiny lower and vertical. Now your ribs are down. Let's add on. Hands behind your head. Lift up until the shoulder blades are off the mat. Now this is an add-on. This is to also help neuroplasty of the brain. You're going to heel, toe, flex, point. You only go down on the legs as long as you can keep your ribs on the mat. Your ribs are on the mat. Inhale, inhale. Let's take 3 more. You're probably looking through that window of your inner thighs. 2, and 1 more. You're doing great. That one's hard. Take a happy baby, hands to your feet, pull the knees down on either side. So we're doing a lot of supine abs. You're doing wonderful. This next one is single leg stretch. Take your right leg in while you stretch your left leg out. Take your left leg in while you stretch your right leg out. And switch. To add on, lift up the shoulder blades off the mat. You're probably looking down towards those toes. Notice how I'm making the leg come in for a stretch. If you would like this harder, only bring the thigh to vertical, and that's going to keep that weight further away from the fulcrum. That's going to make it harder. If it's too hard or your ribs starts flopping off the mat, go back to the original modification. We're always going to layer the easier moves with harder. So take 4 more. 3, 2, recover. Pull the legs in, rock and roll a little bit, and massage that sacrum. That was awesome. We're gonna let the head stay down for a moment. Now extend your legs. You've got your calf ankle on the foam roller if you can. If you don't have a foam roller, you can use a block. Also, you can use the floor. You just won't go up very high, but it's still active. Lift up your hips and then lower. It's not a huge lift. Lift and lower, but it is glute and hamstring. Lift and lower. Knees are micro bent. Exhale, lift. Good. Exhale, lift. Good. Try 4 more. Try 3 more. Nice, Pam. Try 2 more. Now, if you can, hold it for 10. So lift up and hold. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, lower. Now leave your left leg down. Lift up your right leg. We're going to draw circles in the air. This is leg circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then we are reversing it. So the leg, one leg is doing a circle, the other leg is pouring down to the floor. The larger the circle, the harder it is to keep the ribs down. So you're gonna feel your abs are working right below your ribs. If your low back feels tight, all you need to do to modify is bend that other knee. So just do what you need. 3, you can also modify by bending the working leg. 2, now on the 1, we're gonna hug that leg in, hug it in. The other leg needs to still pour down to get a hip flexor stretch, and then circle your toes, go the other way. Awesome. Inhale, point and flex. Now we're gonna stretch out that leg. One's down, really pour it. One leg is up. Draw circles. The bigger the circle, the harder it is to maintain abdominal stability. If the issue is your hamstring tightness, then just soften either or both knees as much as you need to keep the ribs down. The ribs down is your cue that you're working for. Shoulders soft. Other way. Now 10, 9, 8, you guys look great. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, good. 2, now that leg comes in, and when you do, pour the other leg down. That's going to get a hip flexor stretch here. Draw circles with that ankle in the air. You can draw circles the other way, and you can point and flex. You're making sure you have some space between those toes, especially the big toe, second toe, pinky toe to fourth toe. Pull both legs in. We're getting ready to take some corkscrew. Lift up both legs, glue the thighs together. Hands are on the floor like a frame. You're gonna draw a circle on the ceiling like you're tracing a large clock in the sky. Inhale at 12 o'clock. Circle the legs as a unit and bring them back. Legs are glued. Inhale, ribs are down. The way to modify is to make a smaller circle, or a super modification would be to keep the knees bent. For now, let's take 4 more. 4, ribs down. 3, 2, 1. Awesome job. Hug your legs in. Take a moment. You can rock and roll a little bit here and stretch, move the toes. And let's take the right ankle to the left thigh. Let's break this up with a little hip opener. And you can rock here and pull it in more. Inhale, and as you exhale, let's take it to the other. Hands through. Little rocks. Take 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2,
and then release that. And when you're ready, we're going to take a bicycle ride in the air. Your ribs are down on the mat, and the way you make this harder is take those legs further away from you. Notice how that adds some more intensity to the abs. If you would like to add on, you can tuck your chin and you can roll up. The arms can even bicycle beside you. Try to have control, peel up, so you're not throwing your arms in front. Your spine is peeling up and you're controlled down. You're also trying not to throw your legs forward. Now you can make this harder by crossing your arms on your chest. Glue your elbows for an even more advanced challenge. And we'll take 3 more, scoop the abs. Take 2 more, good. 2, you're doing great, these are hard. Take 1 more, exhale, up. Now when you go down, take a full body stretch. Arms reach overhead, stretch through your arms, stretch through your legs. And then we're gonna add on the climb a tree. Let your left foot be on the floor. Let your right leg go up like it's a tree limb. You're a little monkey and you're gonna take an inhale. And as you exhale, you're going to come up. And then you're gonna roll down. And you're gonna exhale up. You're stretching your hamstring. And you're gonna roll down. You're stretching up. And you're gonna roll down and up. Good, 1 more, awesome, 1 more. Climb that tree, stretch, and then lower. Now, we're gonna stretch it in it longer in just a moment, so we'll switch feet for now. Take your other leg up. You're imagining this is a tree. You're climbing up that tree, and then you're lowering down, and your exhale, climbing up that tree. Feel a little stretch. Come down, climb up that tree. Climb up that tree. Climb up that tree. You're doing great. And then take a full body stretch. Now see if you can climb up a tree and stay. Hold. Yep, and hold. We'll do the other side in just a moment. We're just picking one leg. 10, 9, good. 8, 7. Does that feel good? Try the other leg. So while you're in the air, just pick the other leg and go up. And awesome. Woo, and relax the shoulders. Yep, right there. That's perfect, Jean. It's in the belly of the muscle. And I'm going to turn to you guys. If you would like, take hold of your toes, lift, and then you can stretch out even more. Shoulder blades are down the back. You got it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, inhale, and hinge here. Good. I lost my little quartz light. Not sure where he went, but we'll see. Hinge forward. Neck is soft. Awesome. This is another count of 5. You're also just releasing tension in the neck or the shoulders. 4. And then take a moment, if you need to grab a sip. So grab your sip. And let me just see if I can find why that light went off behind me. And take a sip if you need it. Oh good, there it is. Perfect. And we'll add a lateral stretch after you grab your drink. You can put your legs out into a long position. Watch out, little girl. You can put your legs long, go out, and take an inhale, and up and over. and go inhale and up and over. Good girl. And up and over. And inhale and exhale. And it's like you're going over a fence. One arm on the floor helps you so that you can go a little deeper. Inhale. And you might go deeper as you're warmed up. Nice. And this time, we're going to open up our arms and make sure you have enough room. Add a rotation right. Inhale forward and a rotation left. Inhale forward. Exhale, rotate left. So without judgment, just notice, do you tend to rotate easier one way? See if you can, with conscious effort, add a little extra range of motion. Your pelvis is stable. Inhale, rotate. Sometimes it can be from sports we've played, or maybe we had a job where we rotated to one side a lot more than the other. So just notice. Try to even it up a little bit. Your ribs are going to stay over your pelvis. Now we're going to let our hands down and open up the feet a little wider. So this is the saw. We're going to put those two moves together. Your arms are out. Rotate, 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 and then take your pinky of your hand and saw off your pinky toe. Inhale, stack the spine. Add a rotation and saw off that pinky toe. Inhale, sequence the spine, add rotation, exhale, saw off that toe. Inhale, link, rotate, and act like your pinky is trying to saw off your pinky toe. Act like there's a wall behind you as you stack your spine. Rotate cleanly first, then reach for that toe. Inhale, and exhale. Keep your pelvis stable. One way you know if your hips are stable is if you shift your hip one in front of the other, or your feet, you know you're not stable. So you want to keep those feet in the same place, because that lets you know what your pelvis is doing. Rotate. We're going to do one more each side. Inhale, exhale, rotate, inhale, and then let your hands down. Now we're taking a mermaid. Mermaid is a double triangle position. Let your left foot go to your right thigh. Take your right arm to your knee. Take your left arm up and over. And I want you to use some cell intuition and rotate up or down and see, what do you need today? I need it all. Breathe into your rib cage. This is called one lung breathing. And we know just by focusing on your internal world that your body starts to get towards more optimal health. So you're giving your brain a rest, you're letting yourself focus on your breathing, the feeling of getting more breath into one side. Where do you feel the stretch? Of letting go of tension. And the body knows to get in a healthier brainwave pattern and healthier hormones when we do this. So take an inhale. Now that hand that's in the air can exhale, and it can come behind you, and you can add a rotation. You can look over your shoulder and hold 5, 4, 3. I'm going to look at you, but you can be looking behind you. 2. We're going to add a little movement where the mermaid goes down. So let the forearms come down. You can even stretch out this top leg. And stretch from pinky to arm. Breathe here. 5, 4, 3, 2. Take an inhale. Slowly walk up. Switch your legs. So now you're in the other triangle position. Your right foot's on your left thigh. Your left arm goes to your right knee. Your right arm goes up and over. And any kind of rotation that you need, breathe into that rib cage. One lung breathing. You're helping keep the respiratory muscles pliant. Take 3. Act like someone's pulling your arm. 2. Take another inhale. Now that arm that's in the air can come behind you and stay tall as you rotate. Your shoulders are soft down the back. Your inhale has this image of, you can have an image of filling up a wash rag with water, and you exhale out anything you don't need. Upper back rotation is really important for optimal posture. When the upper back has the ability to rotate, it is healthy when it walks in our gait, and if it doesn't have that flexibility, then it starts compensating by rounding forward. So we really want upper back rotation, flexibility. Inhale. Now on your exhale, lower your torso down, stretch out that top leg. You're gonna feel that hip, and stretch and breathe down in the belly. Relax your shoulders. Act like I'm pulling your leg. And 3, 2, take another inhale, and as you exhale, walk your way back up. We're going to take our legs out like a V. Take an inhale, the hands can go in the center or on your legs. Exhale, hinge. And just go into a place that feels amazing for you. You might even wiggle into it like you're cuddling into some covers at night. Relax. And just make sure the knees have a little softness. They're not backwards locking. If you're really hypermobile, it's nice to even put a little pillow or a towel underneath your knees if you're super hypermobile. Otherwise, rest here. And 10, 9, 8, 7. You're welcome to stay here, or if you'd like to keep your right arm on the inside and take your left arm up and over to that foot, you can add a lateral flexion. Now we've opened this up recently with the Mermaid, so you might notice it's a little easier to get into this. 6, 5, feel that whole side stretching. 4, 3, 2, and we're going to go to the other side. So your arm can be on the inside of your leg, your other arm can be up and over, and breathe. So one side may feel tighter. If you ever notice that, please take the liberty to just stretch that side longer. This class is for you, so you can make it what you need. Good. Breathing. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Let your body be submerged in the feelings. 3. That's a way to come into the present moment. Inhale. Now you can go right down the middle if you'd like. So you can go hands to the feet or right down the middle on the floor. You can just get comfortable. Very good. Relaxing. You can use your forearms as a pillow. And 5, 4, 3, 2, You're going to roll back up and then let your legs go in front. Now this is called the rack. Go up with one arm and let it be behind you. Elbows soft, go up with one arm and let it go behind you. And look at the upper back. That's what we're going for. See how there's a thoracic extension? The chest and shoulders are open. That's it. Lift up your heart as if there's a golden string attached to your sternum. Breathe into that position. Just by giving your mind the focus of the breath, we're helping to create a parasympathetic response. Go ahead, take another inhale. And as you exhale, sequence the spine back up into neutral. Now we're going to sit crisscross applesauce, or if you want, you can put your foot higher in that thigh calf area. So if you would like to add on, this may be enough, but you can add a fold. So your inhale prepares you and your exhale brings you down. Take liberty to move left or right if you need to. That's it. Make sure your bottom ankle is happy, comfortable. You can always use a doubled up mat if you need. 10. Good. 9. We're going to slowly roll up and take your other side. Now your ankle could be on the floor, or if you'd like to put it where your thigh meets your calf, you can do that. Realign those sit bones, inhale. And then exhale, hinge forward. That may be enough. Maybe you go down lower. Maybe you go down to the floor, relax your neck. Good. Okay, Jean? Yeah.
One side may be tighter. Try to melt the hips like butter on a griddle. Five, 4, 3, 2,
and then inhale to come up. Now your hands are going to be in the middle, and we're going to take our feet, good, in the squat posture. If this doesn't serve you, you can always take happy baby again. If you would like to add on more, you can put your palms lower. Good. Look at this. Everybody looks so good. It's great. Yeah. The secret sauce about squats is keeping them in your practice. That's it. Lower back is getting a release here. You got it. Inhale. Open up one hip a little bit more. Sometimes this is called negotiating cowgirl. Betty, that looks way more flexible, huh? And then the other. Yep. I like it. All right, now take one shin underneath so you can lean forward. Just touch this area for 10, 9, 8, 'and then try the other side. One foot down, one shin down. Just hinging forward. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now have a seat any way you want to. Gently take your hands together and just roll 5 each way. And then put your palm in front and pull your fingers back, drop the shoulder. Looks good. And then take the other. You got it. And I bet you know what we're going to do next. You got it, Pam. Sometimes you can feel surprised about how tight it is, and you don't know it till you get in there. So we're getting it ahead of the pain. Now, either put your palms together and down, or if you would like to take the palms behind you and open up. Breathe. Then we're just going to take the hands one over the other at the heart, relax your shoulders, and take a moment to breathe very full, very deeply. And exhale, release. Very full, very deeply. Take an inhale, breathe. And exhale. We're going to do one more. Inhale very fully and very deeply. So notice how it feels when you take your attention to your breathing. And know that you have a tool to help regulate your nervous system, the neuropeptides of the body, the muscles, and know that you have that tool with you whenever you need it, that's a safer tool without any side effects. It just came out with a lot of studies revealing all the inefficiencies of the antidepressants that so many people have been on. So this is something you can do that doesn't have a side effect. So know that you have a tool in an arrow in your quiver, a tool in your box. And whenever you need to feel regulation again, that you can notice it as soon as possible and come back into alignment as soon as you can, so you don't hang out in the inflections, that you can come back with deep breathing. So whenever you're ready, come back into the room, and with so much care. Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys so much. Good job. Good job. Thanks for coming. Thank you. Bye.